Hey everyone, so it is me, Square Animations here, and I'm going, since, it's Christmas and all that, and I also want to make a Christmas stop motion. I got these for Christmas, Doctor Doom and the whole flippin' Fantastic Four, and I'm going to be reviewing them. Also, check out my room, stocked up with Christmas accessories and all that. Now I would love to see what I want to do is because my mask broke and all that. I think this would be a perfect opportunity to revamp, like update the look of my channel. I want to change the channel banner to be so much better because it's just kind of like most of the stuff is like off-screen stuff, and it's just like, it's not exactly desired. And then, well, let's see. I also want to revamp my look for my channel, and I want to improve on my stop motions and all that, and have like a full-on channel intro. So yeah, I'm planning to do like a ton of stuff. Anyway, we'll start off with Dr. Doom here, who I plan on. I should probably, so it's like more out of the way for me. I also plan on giving him like a full-on fabric tunic and that kind of spiel, along with hood and everything. And yeah, that's what I want to do. Just get the right sliver and stick in my knife right there. No, wait, right here's the good spot to get. Boom, there you go. Now, I can lift this off, like so. I also love the retro look for this, because it's supposed to be the retro Doctor Doom. And I like it. So, pulling out the tray, we got some very concerningly soft plastic magic pieces. I thought these were going to be hard plastic, not like basically rubber. That's odd. It feels like a weird material. Oh, it's kind of interesting. Oh, and also here's the Dr. Doom art. And yeah, I like it. In my opinion, though, if you're going to have Dr. Doom on the cover having this magic effect, or just energy effect in general, you know what you should have done? I do think it's a good amount of accessories, like, having some magic effects, 2 books, some rocket effects, because Dr. Doom had jetpack thrusters, 2 hands, a gun, the nullifier, which I will search up off screen just to double check on what it actually does in the comics. More than you want, and this is like a good amount, right? But if you're gonna show that kind of like energy effect, I would have loved to see like that, like maybe have some effects like that as well, but oh well, it's fine. I'm just saying that it would have been kind of cool, that's all. I'm not expecting anything like Mezco Doctor Doom level of accessories where like it just has this entire tray of like magic effects and accessories and a ton of stuff. But that's just because it's Mezco, and yeah. I've also been thinking more of season 2 and how I'm gonna do it. I cut my nails, so I'm having a time trying to get them out. So I was intending to start season 2 like earlier, but I didn't. And my reasoning is because I don't actually know what to do with Season 2. Unlike Season 1, which was like this foundation point, and also because I was kind of like planning to do something similar to like what Spider-Verse did. With like Miles being hunted by Miguel or something. Season 2, out of like the 4 seasons so far that I wanted to make, yeah, I plan to make like a full-on series here. And Season 3 and Season 4 I plan to do a ton of stuff with, and I know what I want to do. But Season 2, out of all the seasons, I have zero clue what to do with it. I just don't know what to do. And it feels like it'd be boring if I did what I thought I was going to just stick with doing. So instead, I thought, what if I just combine like the content of like some of Season 3 with Season 2. And all that stuff, so it'll help with the pacing. Because imagine only having Season 2 just be like watching just characters finding a bunch of stuff that isn't interesting, or and all that, just to build up for one character, you know? It would be kind of boring, wouldn't it? I wish like they didn't package them like this. Like, look at that. Why put the cape in a sliver? I don't know. Especially when the cape is bigger than the sliver. Like, that just gets even weirder. After hearing that very violent sounds of the tray, Dr. Doom is free. Oh, and I'd love to say this. I love Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. I mean, those characters are all dope. I mean, I love them. They're my favorite heroes. But if I really had to say my favorite superhero, I'm saying Spider-Man. I don't care. It's Spider-Man. For me, Spider-Man's the GOAT. But if I was going to say my favorite villain, it's this guy. Because have you noticed how Dr. Doom, on every single comic page he is on, he's just aura farming or just sitting in a throne? And I'm just pointing out the fact that that is a true fact, and it's, you know, it's awesome. I dig it. Okay, so articulation, he can look down to this much, which I'd say is pretty good for a guy who has a hood on. And he can look up this much. I'm gonna have to do this so it's more easier to look. So again, let me just he can look down this much, which is really good. Comparison, this is like straightforward. And since the back part of his hood is more harder, he can only look up this much, which is fine though, because I plan to give him like a full on. If I ever could. No. Yeah. And also, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, that poked me, his nose. There we go. You can also like pop off his cape and also this piece. So he's like one of the few figures from like Hasbro. Or am I just not thinking right? I think he has a separate like neck and like a ball joint there, because I know he has a hinge and everything. I don't know. I'd say he does. I would say he does, because I do know that Hasbro now is like making it where their Marvel Legends series, like the MCU figures especially, like Daredevil Born Again figures and other new molds, like that brown suit Wolverine figure that's going to be releasing, they have a hinge neck, but also a ball joint at the bottom of the neck, or, you know, a ball joint at both parts, kind of like the Punisher figure that they released. Let me just tilt this more forward so that's easier. I'll just move these to the side so it'll also help. And his arms can go out, I'd say a T-pose. Yeah, that's good. Good. And obviously all the way around, his arms have upper bicep swivel, double jointed, and I'd say this is a minimum that Dr. Doom needs to have his arms bend, considering how bulky he is. And also, I'm really not surprised that they just don't give this guy pinless arms, because, I mean, if you pay attention, he's got these circular discs that cover his joints decently enough, so it just be like, and since it's like such a good mold, of course Hasbro's never gonna change it. It's shown why, because like every Doctor Doom figure they've released, it's just the same joints. Not that I'm complaining. And his hinge joint do this much up and this much down. He can tilt this much far forward, which I'd say could be better, but oh well. Or maybe it, I don't know. I know he can like tilt back, I don't know. Maybe it's just his shirt. I'd say it's probably his shirt. Yeah, I'd say it's his shirt. He can only tilt this much far forward. Sorry about that. That was my Nana telling me bye and all that, because, you know, Christmas and all that. So, let me just move his arms out of the way again. He can not really, oh wait, he can tilt. He can tilt this much. I don't know. Odd. He can tilt this much to this side, but I don't know why he can't. Oh wait, there we go. Now I got it. I think you have to like, well, I'm pretty sure you actually have to like push against the torso, and that's how you make it move. Yeah, I'd say so. Anywho, his legs can, well, if I lift this up more, sorry to flash your body parts, Dr. Doom. He can technically kick up to here, which is really good, but unfortunately because of this like skirt, if you don't lift it up, it can really mainly just only kick up to here. Which is why I plan to give him fabric tunic. I know, I'm just so humbled that I actually give this guy his proper leg movement that he needs. His knees can bend in this much, which I think is like the minimum, again, you need. His feet, due to his armor, can only go down this much, which, I mean, I'm fine with. And up this much. And that's like, and set him down. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And as you can see, he's got a little pouch here with D on it. And if you pull, I hate that feeling when you clip your nails and then now your fingertips just, you know, kind of ache. I don't know why that happens. Anyway, you guys, pew pew. Yeah, it's bending down a bit because it's already put in here, so it kind of just naturally does that. I don't mind. I'm just glad he has a pew pew. Let me just put that. Boom, there you go. Now I can put that back in. I do love how he's got like a full-on halter here. Now, speaking of which, I want to discuss like a bit of an issue that's become like kind of apparent with Hasbro at this point. Is the fact that they don't try really doing fabric stuff, do they? They don't, like, I mean, yes, they do it here or there, but I'm pretty sure they've only done it once with their Marvel Legends series, and that was just with the Doctor Doom figure they released in a 3-pack. That cost like 60 or so bucks. That was just my mom like placed in their trash bag because for like boxes and stuff. Yeah, back to the discussion. They've only done like one fabric cloth goods related thing, and that was with a Doctor Doom figure. Very nice, but unfortunately that's in a 3-pack with Iron Patriot, Taskmaster, and Doctor Doom himself. That costs like 60 to 100 bucks now. So yeah, oh well. But they prove that they can do it. It's just that they don't do it. I don't know why they don't do it. Because McFarlane now, you know, DC, all that, they used to do a ton of plastic capes, only plastic capes. They still sort of do them now, but they've evolved to now be doing cloth good stuff and including wired capes. I'm just saying, Hasbro. Don't you think it's a little bit old now, just getting your figure again and again and again with a plastic cape? Multiple times. Like, at this point, why not just start transitioning this into the time where you have it where your figures have cloth goods now? That's not asking too much, right? Because I think it'd be like a pretty good change for Hasbro to do. Because their Black Series line, the Star Wars Black Series line, they do plenty of cloth goods. Like every Darth Vader figure they have made there has cloth goods. And now they also made a wired cape for him in a 2-pack, doing like the saber duel that Darth Vader and Luke had in Empire Strikes Back. So they've proven they can do that, and I just really hope that moving on, they start transitioning more so like cloth goods. I just hope they do that though. Like, for example, Doctor Doom in the Doomsday figure line, because I know they're going to be doing some figures for that, and I know Doctor Doom is going to definitely be one of the figures. I would love to see Doctor Doom rocking some cloth goods instead of just the typical plastic, and maybe a new mold. I'm just messing with the foot right now. I know, I mean, yeah, I forgot to do pivot and all that. Interesting, I can't exactly get it to go forward more. Oh, wait, there it did. Okay. Anyway, he's got, after wasting my time with that, he's got these little thrusters here. And as you see, he has those jetpacks that I was talking about. And this is accurate stuff. So you can put them in, and boom. He's got some jetpack effect. No, these are softer plastic as well, so yeah. But you can have them with the cape, but then it just kind of covers them, which is why I want to, full-on fabric cape, hood, tunic, all that spiel. But yeah, there's also these pegs in his foot for those jetpack effects. So it's not only the backpack, it's jetpack. He's got 2 books. I have no idea what they say. I know this is a book that Doctor Strange would use, and this is just I don't know. And then you got 2 hands here. Of course, Doctor Doom hand and a trigger finger hand. And let me showcase it real quick. Just popping his hand off and sliding on this effect. Am I doing it the wrong way? I think this is the correct way, right? Yeah, and then pop this hand on. And then just simply pull that up. And then so now it looks like there's like magic swirling around his hand. So I could, if like I do stop motion, for example, I could go like and all that. Cool stuff. Since it's soft and plastic, you could just simply like put it on without having to pop his hand off, but I just wanted to put this hand on. And again, the nullifier. This is the part where I will genuinely cut on purpose. So searching it up briefly, yeah, this thing is basically the most dangerous thing you could hand over to someone. Literally, I mean, no joke, this thing literally has the power to erase anything from existence, including timelines. So that's fun. Cool. And I also like this head sculpt here. I dig it. I'm pretty sure, let me just grab this Dr. Doom over here, who I put in a drippy coat because, I mean, I needed something. I needed to put this somewhere, so I just put it on him. And their hoods are close to similar. Difference though is that I probably want to use this one over this one for his head because... Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Let me see something. Will this fit? Yes or no? I mean, oops. Knocked over my thing. I don't know if this exactly fits properly. I probably wouldn't say it does. So it does fit, because they're like the same head. Difference though is that this one like has like a downward swoop because the body on this one has that kind of shape. But then this one here raises up. See the key distinction here? They're similar, but this one was made to like sit higher up on this head. So when I try putting this on, it doesn't exactly pop on, or at least with a sound. And yeah. But it won't really matter because I would just take off the hoods on these head sculpts anyway. But then again, though, I could just do this one. Because the reason why I was going to use this one was just because, you know, showing skin tone and all that. But, nah, why would that matter? Of course it won't. Who cares about using Dr. Deuce skincare routine? Exactly. You don't. You just care about him being cool. So that wouldn't exactly matter if I have either head on him. So I'll just use this one. And I do like how they do have at least one sort of thin cloth goods, which is just collar. Not that it's really like the most useful thing, but okay. Let me just put his cape on as well. And I also don't understand why they put it like a little peg for the cape. Because, I mean, why though? That's a good question. I don't know. It also just makes it awkward trying to put on the cape. is so weird. Why would they put like a little peg? It makes it so awkward trying to put on his cape. Okay, give me a second. Mind you, literally have that peg there just for no reason. Because apparently, I tried putting it on, and turns out you don't have to. It just exists. It's literally the well, I'm gonna get hate for that. Beetlejuice meme, where you could like, me? Just hanging around, because it actually just hangs around and not doing anything. Because it doesn't actually peg in at all, even though it has a little peg there. Which makes no sense, because at that point, why does it have a peg? I don't know. Maybe old mold reasons. Not sure. Yeah, see, it doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. It just doesn't matter, I guess. But also, it sucks that this cape is heavier, because, I mean, I don't know what's up with this foot here, but I can't get it to move up like this foot here. Well, that's weird. I think I might have just twisted this thing around. And I don't... Yeah, that's... I don't know. This foot's kind of weird. Okay, it twisted back to front, but... I don't know, man. I just cannot get this foot to move up. Or really down. Okay, yeah, that's kind of weird, bro. I don't know. It's kind of... Well, if I don't continue... Sorry for the janky cut there. I just didn't want you guys to watch me fiddle around with the figure's foot off screen for like almost a minute. You on right now, then this video is gonna be over an hour long, so I'll just figure that out later. And it's time to get the Fantastic Four out. I'm probably gonna be doing a say that again meme stop motion with these guys. Why? It's simple, because the meme's kind of funny, and the only good thing about Fan 4 Stick. And everyone can agree on that. Even the actors and directors for that movie thought it sucked. Like, you know it's bad when you got the actors and directors thinking their movie is awful. And that means you absolutely loved it. Boom. I love these Fantastic Four suits. I think the movie is definitely one of the best Marvel movies to come out after Spider-Man No Way Home, actually. Because, you know, like, the ones that are supposed to more so take themselves serious. I'm not talking about, like, Deadpool and Wolverine, because that's just automatically good, because it's not supposed to take itself serious. Because even though I do appreciate Captain America Braving the World's existence, and having a Savage Hulk again on screen, and bringing more character to Captain America, the new one, I can't lie though that, yeah, the movie was kind of just mediocre. And I definitely do think that Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four are definitely the better ones this year. But dang, I am so happy and mainly just pumped for Spider-Man Brand New Day and Avengers Doomsday. Because I literally have those two as my phone wallpapers. And when getting out Mr. Fantastic himself. Yeah, that's accurate. That's an accurate Pedro Pascal head. I love the grays, the facial hair, all of it. So his head is on a hinge. And hopefully he can look up a pretty good chunk. He can look up, I'd say, yeah, pretty good. Good enough, I definitely would say. Comparison, this is like straightforward, and this is head back. Yeah, I love those suits. I love the baby blue and white. And he can look down this much. Let's see if I can look at him a bit back, more back, and I'd say it's the same amount. His arms are pretty loose, I'd say, because, you know, you need them to pop out to actually fit in the stretchy arms. And, yes, it raised out this much. Again, you know, the standard spiel of 360 and upper arm twist. His arms bend in this much, which is basically every new McFarlane and Marvel Legends figure, which I like. His hands hinge out this much, and in this much. And then he can... Interesting! So this really is just a new norm now. Like... what do you call this again? The twist, like the twist. And a dumbbell, you know. So you can look forward, go back this much, and go forward this much, which I'd say is alright. I do think though that the best ones though are dumbbells here and here, or a hinge ab crunch here and a dumbbell here. But oh well, I mean, if it works like this, it works like this. It's fine enough. Could kick up a bit more though, I'd say. I mean, he can't kick up to here, but that's because it's outward. And if it's inward, then he can only really kick up to here. Kind of loose at the waist. He can obviously do the thigh cut, and he can raise his leg up to here. I know it's like a bit tedious if I continuously... No boot cut, okay. If I continuously just do like the same like articulation for the rest of the Fantastic Four, but really though, I'm just testing out the range. Even though I would love to just like kind of like skim over them with their stuff. So pulling out the arm is incredibly easy, and I thank you for it because I don't want to tear the arm peg. And these arms are neaty. Okay. They can bend right? Yeah, they can bend. It's like a one of those like stretchy plastic figures. I don't want to stretch it too much because I just like I'm not used to it. I just know that for now, as I can see, it can bend this much. But I don't want to like stress the plastic, so I'm gonna say he can only bend in this much. And wow, that hinge is pretty tight. So yeah, I'd say this is like the minimum you need for like Mr. Fantastic, is to bend at least 90 degrees for a stretchy arm. Plus the fact that you even get stretchy limbs, kind of like what you would see on a Mezco Mr. Fantastic or something like that. It's kind of crazy, and I like that. Plus, it's easy to pop these in and out. So that's cool. You're gonna go out with your rival. Also, I love the height difference. I actually dig that so much. Mainly because this is an MCU figure, and the MCU figures tend to be more shorter, and the comic ones just are naturally bigger. So he's like this short compared to Doctor Doom, and I think that's kind of cool. It makes him more intimidating. Absolutely more intimidating, and I appreciate that. Next is Johnny Storm, arguably one out of the two most liked favorite Fantastic Four members. Now, I do think it would have been a bit more nicer if I did have like the Human Torch version of this figure, but that's like another $27. Well, 28 rounded up. And another one is that because it's like, you know, I could try just like going to my editing app and then just like painting over him with like the draw tool so he looks like, you know, Human Torch, I guess. Because I'm fine with him like being like this. That's honestly starting to bug me. Hearing that sound over and over and over is honestly starting to bug me. Anyway, here's Johnny. And wow, his feet is really just like... There we go. Look at that nice smile. That looks like the actor to me. I'd say that definitely looks like the actor. I like the dry brushing they did. Come on, focus on him. I can't get it to focus, unfortunately. Can you get it to focus? Nah, okay. Yeah, they dry brushed it. He basically just has the same accessories like Doctor Doom, except if they're not as soft and if they look like flames. So same kind of spiel, same thing, like a hinge at the neck, because it's like the same kind of like body, almost. Plus you can really see it be a hinge. And same torso situation. So yeah, it's just Mr. Fantastic's body, essentially, right? Yeah, it's literally just his body. No, it's like actually just his body, so really I don't have to... Yeah, alright, sweet, I don't have to try reviewing that. Nice. So really, the main difference though is the fact that he comes with these flame accessories, not flame on, because it's not going flame mode. So let me just put these on. I think these ones are more so not, since they're not as soft as like Doctor Doom's. Oh, I took off his wrist communicator on accident. By the way, I love how they have these because that's accurate to the movie. So if you buy these figures and if they ever pop off, literally all you have to do is pop it back on like that, like so. Oops. Like presto. I said like presto. Push it on far enough just so it's tight enough. And then just slide this on like so. Kind of odd trying to put this on. Interesting, trying to put this on. I'd say it probably supposed to go on like that, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time on this segment with Johnny Storm. I'm trying to just figure out how the flame goes on. So basically, like Dr. Doom's. We'll set them aside as well. Next, the second most favorite, Ben. And this is so accurate to how I looked at the movie, and I love it. I honestly kind of wish Ben, was like this, like he was shirtless like this more. But I also do dig the full-on suit that he wore, since it kind of makes him a bit more unique. Plus, I kind of enjoy his voice more being like that. It just feels a bit more natural. Like, I know he's supposed to sound more like just unnatural, deep, guttural, just not the same. But I kind of like how it just sounds like that. I just have a pile of boxes and trays. And I love how you can feel this texture. It's already so textured, I can just feel it. I like it. I like it a lot. Now, this guy's naturally going to be a big boy. A heavy big boy. And his height compared to Dr. Doom is around the same. He's kind of taller, but also not kind of taller. Oops. Put him like that. Yeah, he's taller than them. That's for sure. But he's also like around the same height as Dr. Doom, and I kind of like that. A bit taller, but still. Anyway, Ben Grimm here looks absolutely fabulous. Accurate to the movie as well. He's like the only one with a dumbbell joint, right? Yeah, I'd say so, yeah. Makes sense. Not really that much room for a hinge now, is there? But just to be sure, yeah, dumbbell joint. Alright, nice. Also, so simple, easy popping that off. Oops. Ow. So, he can only look up to here, which seems fair enough due to his body shape. And can look down pretty good, actually. He's pretty good at burying that chin. Because he has a dumbbell, he can tilt his neck really good. Jeez. Imagine if the Fantastic Four had that much. And I love... This might actually be my favorite figure from the Fantastic Four figures. He's so good. Dang. He can do a full T-pose. And bring his arms down pretty good for his shape. He can do full 360, twist, including at the elbow, because, you know, it's it's a single joint. He's cool. He's really cool. And he can do a simple, good old 90 degrees with a bit of a ratchet sound to it, which I like. I like it a lot. Kind of tight though. Trying to bend the wrist. But I'm trying to make it work. Oops. I almost knocked over the camera. Kinda really tight. Trying to do this. Aha! There we go. It can do it this much outward. And this much inward. So pretty good. All of that effort just to do that for his hand. Dang, bro. He's very, very tough. And heavy. I like how heavy he is. Feels right, you know? Of course, though, because of his shape, he can only do this much crunch forward. But a ton back. Jeez. And also gets the same, like, twist. Though it doesn't look unnatural. Like, yeah, I mean, it does look unnatural if you focus on the hips here, but it doesn't look unnatural for how his waist is, like, not jutting out compared to other figures I've had. And he can kick up to here, which is the highest so far. So you guys are kind of letting me down, bro. Like, Reed, how do you only kick up to here? Same for you, Johnny. But Ben, who's who's bulkier than you, can kick up to here, which is higher. Dang, dude. He has a thigh cut as well. Really tough joints, but it makes sense because he's the thing. And here's the thing. Doing this much. Bending. And I think that's a really good amount. I'm loving this figure. This might actually be my most favorite one that I have. Yeah, this is easily my favorite. Doctor Doom was top, but like from the Fantastic Four like wave alone, that isn't like completely different. Yeah, this guy's my favorite. Again, though, he has really tight joints, I'd say. Like, I'm trying to bend his foot, and I'm kind of struggling. There we go. You can bend up this much, down that much, I'd say. Hey. Really tough joints. Loosen up though, so he can do that much, which is really good. Yeah, this guy is great. He's really good. Plus, he's really good at Marvel Rivals, so that's even more of a plus. Give it a round of applause for this guy. Like, I'm gonna add a sound because I know I can't hear you people clapping, even if you aren't clapping. So, congratulations, bro. You are my favorite. These guys are good and all, but you are my favorite because, bro, he's so bulky and all that, and just it's good. Plus, you know, thing has to have gripping hands. And yeah, you're cool because you got stretchy arms. You're cool because, you know, you got flames. But you're the best. You're the best, bro. You're the best. And lastly, Susan Storm. This is taking longer than I wanted to, but okay. Also, I'm doing this without my mask on. If you didn't know, even though it seems pretty obvious, because I haven't once tried showing my face, because I haven't made my mask yet. If I do, I will soon. I haven't made it yet. And this is finally the last freaking figure. Oh, second tray, even though it's just this. So this is a really cool accessory. She has this. So it looks like she's blocking bullets with her, like, invisible, invisible, I don't know what you exactly call it, but like, kind of like the force, you know, she kind of like has a force. If it also, like, involved being visible enough to actually see the effect, and also making her invisible, that kind of stuff. Kind of struggling trying to get this out, because I cannot lift it without fingernails. So of course all the members have fists. That's not a fist apparently, but it's close to a fist, so I'm fine with it. It's like a open up kind of hand. All this just taking this long, trying to get out 2 fists. Or almost 2 fists. Why are they not fists, actually? They're 2... Wait a minute, what? Okay, no, that's just a gloss. I'm blind, I guess. I thought she had, like, another, like, open or closed fist hand. Anyway, they're the same kind of thing, so we're gonna place them there, and might as well give the characters their accessories, right? Set them right here. Stretch gets his, and Doctor Doom has the most. So naturally, he's gonna get. So, turns out, her hand here, I thought people, when I watched the reviews for her figure, I thought she had a hinge here, and people were not trying to, like, bend it or anything. And I was like, why are you people not trying to bend it? Turns out, no, she doesn't have a hinge at all. Fair enough, though, I guess, because, you know, you don't really have any room to put a hinge in. Anyway, her arms can raise up to here, even though I shouldn't be starting with there, and I should be starting with her head movement, which is on. Let's just hear me struggle real quick. I can't grip her head well because of her hair. Sorry, Sue. A hinge. Well, that's kind of anticlimactic. Okay, well, she could look down this much, which makes sense because her hair's on the front. It's not really bugging her. But she can only look back. Sorry about pressing on your forehead. This much? Yeah, that much. Fair enough, though, because her hair. They could just, like, tilt her body back. And, yeah. So, she can tilt. Sorry about touching you there, but I tilt this much forward, which I don't know why they all do much. Only this much. Yet you could tilt back this much. For a second, I thought that was like, well, it's an issue with, like, the paint, but I don't care. It just looks like it's part of her suit. Anyway, she can easily raise them up to here, which is good. Twist. She's also the most skinny, so her arms just kind of feel a bit weird to work with, because, you know. Her, though. Actually, no, yeah, she can do it all the way. For a second, I thought that would be different. Her hand can hinge out this much and in this much. This is like my only female Marvel Legends I have. So I'm not used to working with her. Mainly because I'm not used to like the skinny proportions. She can kick up. Nope. I'd say the same amount. So really, Sue, you're not getting it. Bro, how does Ben, this guy here, got more flexibility in his legs than everyone here? I mean, I don't know how. Dr. Doom also has the most, despite him having a skirt on. I know it's a tunic, and that part is like a kilt, but you get what I mean. She can bend her knees in this much, like everyone else, and again, no boot cut. Not that really bothers me. And can hinge your feet down this much and up this much, and yeah, and also I gotta show the special thing, which is the fact that she has a portal, a teleportal. So imagine someone sees her and decides, you know what, I feel like shooting someone today. I'm gonna bless her with bullets. Yeah, well, she can do this, and I like it. It looks nice. I love the kind of distorted, not clear, but also kind of translucent bluish white look it has. Or that's just, I think it's just that. It might just be translucent white. But, and also it's got some bullet effects. I like it though. I like this accessory. Definitely a great review I did, unless you're willing to sit down through like what, I don't know how many minutes. This part alone is 31 minutes, and I don't know how all of it adds up to how much, but it probably might be the longest video maybe. I don't know. I do think though her proportions though. Let's talk about proportions real quick. Reed, accurate proportions. Johnny, I'd say the same. Ben, absolutely, because you're not really trying to be accurate with his body because he's not a real person. Well, it's easier to do it with him because, you know, it's the thing compared to like trying to do it with these characters. Sue, I'd say is accurate. Sorry. Accurate. I'm trying to like include all of her, like, so yeah, that's accurate, I'd say. So yeah, imagine if Marvel Legends like ends up doing Marvel Rival figures. I mean, well, it could work. I mean, Blockies has released like a Marvel Rivals Venom and Spider-Man model kits. And McFarlane for some reason did Marvel Rivals, even though they only did them as statues, which makes no sense, but okay, sure. So, if they really want to make some Marvel Rival figures, Marvel Legends, Hasbro, there's an opportunity there, and I'm pretty sure you could even do it. I mean, it's like, you know, you're throwing room there to do it, right? But it doesn't matter though, because it doesn't really matter. I'm just saying though, it would be kind of interesting to see. Like, imagine the Dr. Doom Marvel Rivals, because that guy would be more bulky than Bane here. Enough yapping though. I don't want to prolong this video even more. So anyway, let's just get a cool lineup of the Fantastic Four. And also we're gonna roll a little. We're gonna have like the theme kind of like a roll in the background while this is like ending here. Yeah, let's do that. So if you hear like the theme for the Fantastic Four movie, yeah, it's gonna be playing towards the end of this, and yeah, all right. Anyway, that was the video.